wanna know? Oh, no, oh, 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 oh. Step into the ring, it's the champion's corner time. Oh, oh, WWE and they only break it down. We shine from the top rope to the mat, all the action on the heat. Champions Corner podcast where the real fans meet. Champions Corner podcast where the real fans meet.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the Champions Corner, ready to talk your favorite subjects. Oh, you know I'm with my brother. I'm with the professor. Professor of Wrestling, Mr. BJ. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well. You know, we had a crown jewel that happened this past week. Raw was also in Riyadh. ECW paying homage to, NXT paying homage to ECW. Felt like it was the same shows all blending in. And of course, AEW, chaos ensues as Moxley is just taking over. Yeah, man, it's just, hell of a week in wrestling.
Oh yeah, and they got a new name, but we'll get to that when we get to AEW. They got a new name. I think our name is better. The Moxley crew. But man, we gave
we'll
it
keep
away.
calling them that. We'll just keep calling them that.
Yeah, they call them the Death Riders. I mean, I get it. Ain't that Moxley move is his finisher?
Yeah, well, not with Paradigm shit. He has a Death Rider. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like he got two different names for the same move. So depending on where he at, what company he's in, I don't know. But I think our name is Moxley Crew is better. But hey, I guess they don't want it all to be focused on Moxley. But I mean, he's the main guy, so it's what it is. What it is. But folks, we here. We where the real fans meet at. So come on in, because we ready to talk to you. Ready to talk with you. So comment below, like, share, subscribe, do all of that. We want to talk to you. We want to hear from. We want you to see what all we got to talk about. So subscribe. So hit that subscribe button real quick. And go and click. Speaking of clicking buttons, click that button on the merch shop. And so see and find something you like. Like I said, we in the holiday season. We got the Black Friday sale about to come up real soon. Might get early Black Friday sale going on. You never know. And with Christmas coming up, we got that Christmas T-shirt already on the shop. That Christmas T-shirt already on there. Thanksgiving ain't happening yet, but Christmas is on there right now. You know that's how the stores do. That's how our stores gonna do.
Everyone's always bypassing Thanksgiving.
Yeah, bypassing Thanksgiving. It happens, man. It is what it is. we Thanksgiving is what we eat. We eat every holiday, so it's all good. But let's go back to see what happened on Monday Night Raw. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with: is it Sami Zayn or are you going? Is it Sami Uso for you, Mr. BJ? What is the shit for you?
Oh, well, listen, he is Sami Uso at the end of the day. I love this segment because the whole dynamic of what happened at Crown Jewel was pretty awesome. You had Sami coming out to help them in that whole moment to get them all, try to get the advantage on the evil bloodline. But Sami messes around and kicks Roman in the face, and it kind of throws things a bit off. So here we are on Raw. You get Jimmy. Well, you get Sami Zayn coming out because, he just wants to state his claim. Jay coming out there next, trying to sit here and clarify, hey, man, did you kick Roman on purpose? Sami is saying, no, I didn't. I didn't kick him. Listen, it was an accident. But before he can really even answer that question, here comes Jimmy. Jimmy's like, we can't trust this dude. Of course he kicked him on purpose. This dynamic is interesting. Prior, it was Jay who couldn't stand Sami and didn't trust Sami. It was Jimmy who was sitting there taking his back. Now the roles are reversed in a sense.
Yeah.
And you got Sami who don't even want anything to do with this. Because I love how he said, no, I already went on trial for this family. I ain't about to do this again. You guys have got me all messed up. But of course the crowd ain't having it. They're sitting there chanting Sami Uso. Leading up to the moment. I love how the crowd was really excited yet respectful. They didn't hijack the moment. they just kept helping to emphasize the moment. They were a really good blend. Never thought I'd say that about Saudi Arabia, but they did a great job in that case.
Oh yeah, they were right,
Overall,
especially when Jay was out there. Boy, they fans
they
love
love
Jay.
Jay.
Because I don't know if you caught that video with Jay. They had him repeat his song over and over again because the fans were so hyped. They turned it on, and yeah, they were singing the words. They doing the Yeet, of course. But the fans, they kept. As I said, like you said, the people's champ, man. That's the people's champ. But as far as the story goes, Sammy is pretty much right, man. Because Jimmy up there saying, "Oh, we can't trust Sammy," but Sammy the one who took out Solo and tried to trick Solo for y'all. Well, he mostly was there to protect Jay, of course.
That's what he said. He said he was out there for Jay.
For what he said, yeah. But Jimmy got if I want to talking about, oh, can we trust Sammy? But can we trust you? Because you the one have turned on everybody in this situation. Like Sammy said, you have kicked Sammy in the face. That's Royal Rumble. You kicked Roman in the face. They was in Saudi then.
Yeah, right.
You kicked him in the face. And you kicked Jay in the face, costing him a championship match at SummerSlam. So, Jimmy, and he said, Jimmy, I don't hate you. But you are making terrible decisions. And Jimmy saying he's not the bad guy. And Sammy agreed, you're not the bad guy. But you make bad decisions constantly. And with that, I come to the realization, Jimmy continues to, it's like he's got a complex with himself. And he don't really know who he is as a single person. And he feels left out a lot. So he's not the only. And what Jay was saying to Roman on the other SmackDown, bro, I've been physically, mentally, emotionally damaged. But he's not the only one. Jimmy has too, because he's always feeling left out of a situation. Like when he was the one injured, Jay was the right hand man, and when Jimmy came back, it's like, what are you doing? Like things
were different.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, I'm nobody's bitch" or whatever like that. But then he still felt left out of the situation, and he had to join. And he ended up having to join, but he still felt left out. And so he joined up, and it became Usos and doing what they had to do for Roman. But when he continued to turn on people, it's like, what's your reasoning? Because nobody could ever figure out what's your reasoning for turning on Jay. And the way he explained it still wasn't good enough for a lot of people.
Yeah, it still wasn't a great reason. What was the reason he gave? I forget. Do you remember?
Oh, I didn't want you to end up like Roman. I was afraid if you get the title and all that, and the Ulafala, you end up just like Roman.
That's a dumb reason.
Yeah, but when Jay left, you joined back up with Roman, and so
you have no place to go.
Yeah, because you feel accomplished. So you can't be. You don't know who you are as an individual. You continue to go regress and go backwards and make that dumb decisions. Like Sammy's saying, like so you kick your own brother for what? You don't. That's your brother. You should know that he ain't gonna be exactly like Roman. That's what you the one who kicked Roman in the face. So why would he be exactly like what y'all getting away from? So Jimmy just got a whole bunch of a big complex about what he wants and who he is. Like you said before, the no yeet is just a play off what Jay is doing, the yeet. So he's not an individual. So he's damaged and he has to figure himself out.
I think that's one of the biggest issues I have with Jimmy is that he doesn't have an identity. Even his theme song is kind of weak for what it's worth. When he comes out, it's like, whatever. I don't know. Jimmy needs an overhaul of something. He needs a purpose. That's his biggest problem. He doesn't have a purpose or a goal unless he's being told what to do. He's always been in the tag team. Like you mentioned, he was hurt. He came back, and that time Jay at least had some semblance of kind of just being by himself. Jimmy hasn't had a reason to go solo. But it doesn't matter at this point because he's going to side with Roman, either one way or the other. Will he find his identity after War Games? that becomes a question. Because I'm kind of curious what happens after War Games.
Yeah, but first we got to make it there because
First we gotta get there. That's right. It's
Jay,
not even official yet. You gotta get there official.
yeah, so Jay had invited Sammy to come to SmackDown so they all four could talk, and I'm really intrigued by that because I feel like that's the talk. Well, it may be the talk that I've been saying on this show for weeks now, or probably months. I don't even know that they need to have because Roman, it's not working right now. Because I put it on TikTok, I'm like, who likes who and who trusts who? Like, Sammy only trusts Jay. Jay somewhat, Jay trusts Sammy, and Jay somewhat trusts his brother a little bit. And he's trying to get back in good with Roman. Roman only trusts Jimmy. And so it's a the dynamic is crazy, man.
It is, but I mean that is what happens when your kingdom falls and so much crumbles. It's hard to pick up the pieces because the pieces don't fit like they used to. So now you have to reconfigure the pieces, and that's what the bloodline has to do: reconfigure and figure out if they are on the same page to take out. Because I tell you one thing, new bloodline, it ain't no question. They are all on the same page. They are all on the same mission. You can say whatever you want, but hey, Jimmy loves his tribal chief.
Or Jacob, yeah.
Jacob loves his tribal chief.
Well, with what you saying, that is Solo the more legit tribal chief right now?
Oh yeah, legit. No, he's not officially the tribal chief, but I mean he has more.
He pinned Roman.
Yeah, but so it wasn't for the Ulafala.
You're right.
But
he already got it. So does he really have to fight for it? If you already got it?
What is it? Something that's taken by just yoink is mine? Like, is that how you get it?
Well, I mean, he got people looking up to him. I mean,
the people looking up to him are the cousins that even Jay say we don't talk to at the family reunion. Why did you bring up the people here?
Okay, well, let me ask you this: should the elders step in at a certain moment?
Well, Rikishi wants to.
Right. But with that, who would be the elder that steps in? Because the one who showed up on the show was the Wild Samoans, but R.I.P. to the Wild Samoans, they not here. So who would it be? Would it be Rikishi or would it be The Rock or anyone else? I mean,
it will be The Rock because although there is a head of the table tribal chief, if you go back and look at that family tree that was produced by The Rock, he put himself above that.
High chief.
Yeah, high chief. That's right, he's high chief.
So that's why that's why everybody kind of waiting on The Rock. I know me and you were speaking on when The Rock showed up. Yeah, it was a hype moment, but I was a little more hyped when Jimmy came back because I knew Jimmy had more immediate repercussions of what the story is going to be, and we have to wait on The Rock. Yeah, it's a hype moment for The Rock to be there every time, but I'm more excited about what's going to happen in a more immediate future because we don't know when The Rock going to be back, it's still always intriguing on what The Rock is going to do and when he is going to be back because he might be that elder right now. If it's not Rikishi or I don't know who else it would it be right now. I mean, put in the comments if you know whoever, all your fans watching, like if you know who or if you have an opinion about who it would be, let us know in the comments because it's good. It's always going to be good, but I'm really interested in who could interfere or make a judgment on this as that's part of the family.
It's a family tree again. If I can.
It's a big one now.
Yeah.
It's a big one, but so I'm trying to figure out who would it be, man, or like because everybody staking their claim, and like I said, Roman was chosen, but somebody got carried on when Roman not there, and Solo, like I said, Solo's doing this because Roman promised it to him. He said he was next, so he took that. So, so would the elder have to jump in and say who's right in this?
It would come down to that to some degree, but I don't know. I can't respect Solo as a tribal chief only because of how he took it. He just didn't seem. I know Roman said he was next. Roman did disappear. There is some credence that guess there is some legitimacy.
Right, you
So,
left your position.
yeah, he
Did
did.
you leave your
kind of
position
double
open?
position.
And they both got to win on each other. So that albeit two tag team matches, but they both have a win over each other. So do they have to have a singles match and specifically say is Ulafala is on the line right here? This is where we choose it, or would they do that in the War Games? Would that be on the line in the War Games?
It should be 1-on-1.
Yeah.
But it should be no. War Games is going to be them like we're going to do this, and if we win, you got to put the Ulafala on the line. If we win War Games, that is, and then that Ulafala match becomes either the Rumble match or Elimination Chamber.
Okay. I mean, or Saturday night's main event.
Could this go all the way to Mania? Is there a way to bleed this out for Roman and Solo to have their match at Mania?
No.
Okay.
I cannot see that. Because like I said, everybody's thinking either Rock and Roman for WrestleMania or Rock, Roman, and Cody or something. I mean, that's just everybody's rumor on that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get you. I don't know, because that brings in the other question. We talk about Rock, Roman, Cody. What's Solo going to do? Like, if he's being his big picture, what's he going to do at Mania? Is he going to have a part at Mania? Is he just going to be a triple 6-man tag match? Because space.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can see right now, unless he's going for like the United States title or.
Oh, I can't go from Tribal Chief, the second tier championship, sitting there battling the Yeah Man. Oh, that don't sound right.
No, it's hard to figure out right now. I don't know, yeah, because a lot of people say, "Oh, Rock ain't gonna be available," but then he said he kind of just put those rumors to the side when he said something on Instagram or something like that. So who knows? But it's gonna be intriguing either way. It's building up. Also on this show on Raw, past Raw, we got two new number one contenders for each of the World Heavyweight Championship and the Women's World Championship. And both of those are Damian Priest, who won in a fatal 4-way against Seth Rollins, Dominic Mysterio, and Sheamus. And you know that's hard hit match. That was good. That was great. And then my boy Big Bronson Reed came and destroyed everybody on the scene. But Damian Priest pulled it out.
Was there a moment that you felt like Dominic was going to win based on how the night was going?
Yeah. And the way the match, especially after Bronson Reed interfered, I thought he was going to hit that. Dominic was going to come in, hit that frost place, and get the pin, but it didn't happen like that. Because he got caught with Damian Priest, and as soon as he jumped on that top rope, he went right back up in the air and caught the South of Heaven. So
I just thought the way the commentary and everyone was, I don't know about commentary, but the way Gunther, Damian Priest were talking, I was like, yeah, we got some strong competitors in this match. And Dominic, and even Gunther was taking straight shots. Hey, there's some strong competitors in this match. Oh, and Dominic. It kind of made me think they're going to have Dominic mess around and win this match, aren't they?
yeah, I mean, Dominic, albeit cheating or whatever, or tactics, he did pin Damian Priest, a former world champion. And,
Okay.
And he beat his father, a former world champion. That was weeks ago, but a month or so ago. So I don't know. There's just so much talk around Dominic. Can he be a world champion? He brought it up himself, so this was his shot to do it. And Damian Priest just capitalized on it and pinned him. So,
wow.
But I feel like Damian Priest does deserve it because he didn't get his rematch, and he had to fight back to this point to get his rematch. Well, he should have automatically got it because, like I said, he was a champ. And he really took it to Gunther when they fought at SummerSlam. And I feel like he would have beat Gunther if it wasn't for Finn Balor. So
you got to bring that back up again because, mind you, Dominic got this match. And when Dominic was put in this position, no, in fact, go back to last week when Dominic had the match against Damian Priest and Finn Balor was like, oh, you got to be careful against Damian. I know him well. Finn kind of gave off it. How can I put this? Is Finn done with the feud? I don't think he's done with the feud. Is he going to interfere and cause Damian Priest this match again?
I was literally just about to ask you that for real. I was like, this is gonna be a repeat of SummerSlam. I was like, oh my god, I'll be mad if they does. Because bro, you gotta focus on the dang War Raiders right now. Why you up here up in my business? Defend your title you already got. I'm over here trying to be El Campeon. I'll give you a shot. I mean, Damian Priest, I'm sure doesn't have an issue giving Finn Balor a shot after he gets it. But you interfering ain't gonna help nothing, especially if you're gonna lose again once I fight you again.
Yeah, I know. That's probably what's going to happen. I don't know. I feel like just because Judgment Day never really got a win on Damian or Rhea. Well, I guess Rhea would live, but they never got a real win on Damian, did they?
I mean, besides Dominic just beating him the other last week.
Well, yeah, Dominic beat him last week, but Finn never really officially got that.
No, Finn,
win
no.
or anything.
No, not really, not Finn. Like I said, they just continue to get beat downs on Damian Priest, and that's all they got. But he didn't get a victory over Damian, but Dominic did.
Yeah,
He ended up getting that, and I don't know if that's going to Finn have an issue with that, or is he going to celebrate his team member getting that victory? I don't know, but I mean, but he didn't win the 4-way anyway, so I mean, he can't celebrate too much.
Yeah. Well, like you said, Mitch, you gotta look forward because Finn will be defending the tag titles. But in the meantime, Damian Priest will be getting his long-awaited rematch against Gunther. This is a good match for Gunther. This goes back to the whole thing we talked about, how Gunther has to go back and clean up every win that was questionable, from the Randy Orton one to Sami Zayn, that's right, because he lost to Sammy, and now Damian Priest. So yeah, I like it. I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's a beginning in uninvolved match, just those two. I don't want Finn to interfere, but I'm just saying I won't be surprised.
Okay. And I don't know who I want to pick to win that match because I like both of them. And because I think Damian Priest I think he was a good champion. Like it was so much interference in his matches, his title matches, but that ain't what he wanted. He ain't like he tried to get that. And so that's why I feel like he was a good champ because he really wanted to show that he's a fighting champion and he'll take on anybody. And he's that top dog. He want to be that top dog on Raw. Just like what Gunther's doing right now. That's what he wanted for his reign, but it was just kind of tainted by so many other situations. Yeah. And so hopefully he can get back to that point, but we'll see about it. But as far as other people in the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan, boy, she talking all kind of mess, especially after she won at Crown Jewel, getting that big old belt. And she got that ring, showing off that ring.
The belt is legitimately bigger than her. It's such a big belt.
It's a huge belt, man. Like I told the boys last episode, especially when Cody put it on, it looked like a suit of armor.
Seriously.
So I understand though. Like I'll probably rather have the ring too. I don't know. I would want to hold that belt for a little while though. I ain't gonna lie. I would want to hold it for a little while. They only got to hold it for like that night. So, but that ring was nice too. It's a nice to have on your hand, and especially like I said, on Liv's purpose, she could use it in her matches, which I'm sure she's gonna do.
That's what I think. I think the ring is for them to wear, so that way they don't have to wear the belt.
Yeah,
try to keep the continuity.
Yeah, and I told, like I said, Liv gonna use that as a weapon, but I hope she doesn't use it and capture the tag team titles against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, because I feel like that's what, I don't know if they sealed the match that they may have it next week, or I don't know when they're building up to it. I feel like they made it for next week, but I don't know. But
is that official?
She was talking mess junk to them. Bianca just slapped the mess out of her. I swear.
That was a huge slap she gave her.
Yeah, that Adam Pearce made Women's Battle Royal, and whoever won that get to face Liv for the World Championship, the Women's Championship. But it didn't end up being Bianca and Jade because they got taken out by Liv and Raquel. So that match, that match is coming up real soon.
But it was like, okay, they were taken out by Liv and Raquel, but context of this, Bianca was on the verge of being eliminated. Jade was on the verge of making an elimination, but she stopped so that way she could help Bianca. Jade's loyalty cost her a title shot. Do you think that's something they're going to bring up, possibly causing a slight rift in the team?
They can call back to it, but like I said, I feel like they're not gonna really make that rift until Royal Rumble time, because that'll be the second instance where it happened, because over the top elimination, and just like this was, so they could call back to it. It'd be long, Triple H do that long term storytelling, so
Yeah, I know.
it's
Trust
going
me.
to be a callback.
All right. Yeah, I hear you. It's just I'm gonna go back to the question: is Jade ready? Like Jade Cargill, since coming to WWE, is she ready for a singles run, or she still needs some more time to stay in the tag team?
I ain't gonna lie, she does need to speed up her in ring prowess and know how and uh awareness a little bit. But I mean, she is getting better, but it's kind of a slow getting better, and she's just enjoying this run with Bianca right now so much. But she needs to continue to learn a little bit faster with it. But I think she'll get there by that time, though. Hopefully, she'll be there by that time where it could be her and Bianca. And that'll be the last lesson Bianca teaches her in a singles match between them two. And hopefully, after that, she'll be on her way.
So that means that Jade will win that match.
It's possible. I would hate. I ain't gonna say I hate it, but I was like, dang, that'll break Bianca's streak at WrestleMania if they fight at WrestleMania, which everybody's thinking they will. Now, if Jade win, that'll break Bianca's record of, I think she's 4-0 right now.
Yeah. But Bailey, Sasha, she hasn't fought Charlotte yet.
She beat Sasha, Becky, Asuka, and then 6-woman tag they had at WrestleMania 40 with the big three won.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, so those are 4 she won, and Charlotte is the last horsewoman she needs to beat all of them. So, but that's beyond the point.
Let's jump ahead into the future.
Yeah. Because we all think Charlotte facing Tiffany anyway, or that might be the one what she comes back to.
That's what I'm thinking as well, but I don't know. That has a lot to do with Rumble. We'll wait till we get to Rumble to see how I feel really, man.
Yeah. But let's get to the person who did win the Battle Royal, the Women's Battle Royals, Io Sky.
Io Sky.
So I'm trying to see how Liv gonna try to juggle all this. She's trying to have beef with Bianca and Jade, and now she got Io Sky or whatever. With the rest of Damage Control gonna beat it, I'm sure. Well, at least Kyrie saying. I mean,
like I said, there's only one.
Yeah, because Oscar and
Dakota.
Yeah, Dakota ain't been missing in action for a good minute. Is Dakota injured?
I think she is injured.
Dang, she stay getting injured, boy. And Oscar,
yeah, I know, because she just came back from injury. I could double check and see.
Yeah, check on that, because Lord, I feel bad for Dakota because she stayed. Because she's supposed to be that mouthpiece for them, and then she's still pretty good in the ring too. So she missing out on a lot right now.
Yep. Dakota Kai is injured.
Man, well, I hope she come back soon. But yeah, I think Io and Kyrie ain't doing anything right now. They're still being showcased, so that's still good for them. But now Io has a world title shot, so that's even better for them. So Liv got to juggle a lot. She got Raquel and Dom on her side. So I mean, and like I said, but with the night when she fought Nia, when she took out Rhea, that really was not good for Nia. Because Nia had so much going on in that match. She couldn't even. It was hard to see her winning that match after Rhea was taken out. But so Liv really got the upper hand right now. So I can't see Io beating her, but I think what's Io's chances?
Not very good. I don't think she's gonna win. Yeah, she probably is gonna lose. But it just comes to me, since Rhea's out the picture. Again, what do you do with Liv? Like, she has to have something to do. She's about to run rucksaw through the women's division, because let's say she go ahead and beat Io Sky, Jade and Bianca are going to be tied up. I don't know what they're doing with Pure Fusion Collective. I kind of wish I'd put them in the title picture, kind of make it a whole big deal, because that's where Raquel can also kind of benefit. I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't see Io winning. I just don't.
Yeah, but I mean, this helps the conversation of people having, oh, like the women's world title is not being showcased enough. It's just about Rhea, Dom, and Liv, and all this stuff. Like the women's championship not being showcased. So this showcases it more. They had the battle royal, and not somebody outside that situation is getting the title shot in the EO Sky. So that's the part I like about it. And like I said, I just like EO period because I mean she's amazing in the ring. I think a lot of people believe her EO had a decent reign, but she really showcased her talent at WrestleMania against Bayley. She really carried that match against Bayley at WrestleMania 40. So I'm all for EO getting another shot at this championship. Well, getting a shot at this championship. I wouldn't be too mad if she won, but I mean, Liv on top right now, and I do like what Liv is doing, and she's been showcased well. But I mean, it was great too.
Io's great. No denying that. It's just, what does it do for anyone if Io wins? Because it's like, it's weird because you brought Raquel in to help make sure Liv maintains the title. But if Liv loses the title, what good is Raquel? This is going to actually tie in with another woman champion and a bodyguard, but we got to get to that a little later. You can't bring in a muscle bodyguard and then lose or not have use for them.
Oh, we can go ahead and mix it up. We know. Go ahead. About Mercedes.
Yeah, Mercedes. So Mercedes has Camille. And with Camille, it's another muscle bodyguard. But in this situation, Camille doesn't do anything for Mercedes. Mercedes wins all her matches without Camille really needing to cheat. Not only that, this past Dynamite, Camille accidentally, I guess, ran into Chris Statlander backstage with an Escalade. Mind you, Mercedes is yelling at Camille like she's an idiot. Oh yeah, by the way, Camille lost her match against Trish Statlander too. So now she's not winning matches, and she's not helping Mercedes, and she's a bad driver. After Chris Statlander gets hit, she pulls Mercedes out the car, beats her up, gets Camille, beats her up, breaks her arm almost. It's like, Camille, what is it you say you do here exactly, Camille? Like, what job do you have? So I don't want Raquel Rodriguez to turn into that, where it's like, you came here to help, and it's like, who are you helping?
Yeah, I feel you. I understand. Yeah, because that's true to Camille. I'm like, come on. You did for no reason. Like, you supposed to be bigger or same size as Statlander. I don't know. We're supposed to be able to take her out, especially with an Escalade. And she didn't see you coming. Come on now. How did Statlander get up ahead in that?
Oh, dude. That was kind of the theme a lot of Dynamite, where the person who initiated the attack Hangman initiated the attack on Jay White.
Yeah.
Hangman ran away. Someone else initiated the attack on someone, and they ended up running away. Like, I never seen that before. Maybe I have. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure it happens a lot. It's
just weird.
Like, come on. Yeah, that just made me mad with that situation. And then, like I said, when Mercedes just screaming and Camille, like, you do something then. I mean,
I don't know. It's just the women's division. I like the women's division, but right now we're in a situation where if Liv has an opponent, I don't know if they're winning. You said the same thing about Mariah May. If she gets an opponent, you don't think she's gonna win. Who's the Raw SmackDown? Who's the SmackDown Women's Champion?
Nia.
Well, right now it's kind of believed that it's just going to be Tiffany Stratton. Is there a woman champion that you look at in all of wrestling outside of NXT that you think who could beat them or who could face them that feels like a legitimate threat outside of who's supposed to beat them? So no Tiffany Stratton, no Toni Storm, none of that.
Well, I mean, like we just talking about, I think Statlander has a chance. Especially with how she beat them up in that backstage.
That's true. Yeah, she should.
I mean, but Camille just had to make up for it in the match. I think that'll be the reason for her being worth something. You better do it. If you can't do it in the backstage, at least do it when it really matters. When I'm facing her in this match for the title,
Yeah.
showcase why you there. So that's the only one. But before that, I didn't think anybody was beating Mercedes. But Statlander, I think she has more of a chance because, like you said before in the past episode, she needs to capitalize off the big wins that she gets.
She beat Jade Cargill. Chris Statlander gave Jade Cargill her first singles loss, which, by the way, I don't think Jade Cargill's lost a singles match since, or to anyone else. She lost twice against Statlander.
I mean, I don't know. I think she lost against Nia Jax, but I mean, I think that was like a count or something.
Yeah, that was disqualification.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I don't know that count, but yeah, I mean, you might be right. As far as I can think of right now. So you think Rhea is the only one that you see beating Liv right now on Raw?
I mean, if that was kind of the story they were playing towards, and if you had to pivot, I guess if you had to pivot, you pivot to EO. Because right now, if I go and look at the Raw Women's roster, you have Alba Fire. You have, she's hurt. Ivy Now, Isle of Dawn, Io Sky, Kairi Sane, Katana Chance, Kaden Carter. And she's hurt.
Oh, these tag teams you mentioned.
Lana Valkyria. I mean, she's in there somewhere.
But they got to build her up. She down. She ain't been doing much either. Well, she almost won the Battle Royal.
Yeah, so, she was the last person.
Huh?
She was the second to last person.
Yeah, she got an EO face about it. Say if you win, I want that like she won the first shot or something like that. I don't know, but she kind of congratulated her on that. So I don't know. They can always put her in that spot.
All right. Well, you have her.
I guess
you have Natalia. Scarlett, Shayna Baszler, Sonya Deville, Zelina Vega, Zoe Starks. That's it.
Man, that is slim pickings.
I'm telling you, they need a draft. I don't know. They need a draft because you look at the SmackDown Women's roster. I guess BFAB. I don't know, but Bailey, Bianca Belair, Blair Davenport, Candice LeRae, Chelsea Green, Alexa Lopez, Piper Niven, Jade Cargill, Naomi Minchin. I said Piper already. Tiffany Stratton. There seems to be more.
Yeah, way more.
Yeah, than on Raw.
Unless they build somebody up on Raw, like I said, that'd be Lyra. That she'd be one of them. But other than that, who's been a champion already is like EO.
You have Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks. Do they not? They don't do anything for you. They're not. Yeah.
Not right now.
Not feeling that.
Not right now. But like I said, things in wrestling, things could change like that, and you can have a different view on somebody depending on how they book them.
Yeah.
And so any of these women can be on that spot, but I just don't see it at the moment. Yeah, I mean, but like I said, you got Rhea, Liv, and EO as the top three I see on Raw. So I mean, sometimes that's all you need. And Raquel is right there, so I mean, they might try to put her in that position.
Who knows? Oscar may
whenever Oscar's ready to come back from her, whatever she's injured or whatever they got going on with her. So I mean, they can make it work.
Well, we'll see what happens. Because things are still early. We got the title match coming up. Io may win. She might. Maybe they do a pivot because Rhea got hurt, and they might abandon the story and then go somewhere different, try to redo something else with Liv. Because without Rhea, because they said Rhea is probably going to be out indefinitely, right? Or at least for unforeseeable time frame.
Yeah, I think it's unforeseeable. Like I said, they're gonna make a return for her. Hopefully, she can still return before the years up. But we'll see. She got a little time, but
I hope to see her back in the Rumble.
Yeah. But who else might be out of action? I'm gonna get to who's a story that you've been kind of intriguing me on. The Miz.
Oh yeah.
This man got kidnapped. I was like, what? And it's very interesting because Bo Dallas said, I wasn't looking for the final testament. I was looking for you.
So see, now you're interested now that Karrion Kross is eliminated. Now that they took him out, now you found some interest in it. Oh, you got rid of that dead weight. Now I'm kind of intrigued.
Hey, that's a coincidence. That is a coincidence. That's a coincidence. Nah, man. Dang, that sounds bad though. But I don't think he's fully out of the situation. I really don't think Final Testament is out of the situation fully because, like you said, they got put down on him and Paul Ellering, so he trying to get that avenge that situation. But as far as with Bo Dallas, he's come after me is like, I think it's for when they was teaming up, when they used to team up together in Mr. Rock.
Oh yeah, they did show clips of that. When he started talking down to him.
Yeah, like you fed us lies and you thought you was gonna bring us up, but it never happened. You just brought us up for your game and who we gonna do things for you at that time. Yeah, so and it's interesting that he didn't dress up as Uncle Howdy in that situation. He wanted to see Miz face to face as Bo Dallas. Like, this is me coming after you. I told Y6 to do this because of the things you did to me. I'm not Uncle Howdy. This is not Uncle Howdy. So, yeah, and he wanted that face-to-face situation. And so I'm coming back for all that. And like I said, he said that's showing that he didn't forget. And because that ain't the only time Miz got abducted by them Wyatts, because Bray did that to him too. He abducted Miz before. So Miz he always got some situations going with the Wyatt family, boy.
No, that is true. Because it's always something with him. What I like about the Wyatt family kind of going after him is the fact that there's a point to be made. He betrayed R-Truth. And then when things got a little too real, he tried to make friends with R-Truth without really apologizing.
Yeah.
Bo Dallas he's going back to that, like, see, that's what you do. You use people. And he kind of throw them away. I'm going to teach you a lesson about that. I'm intrigued to see where this goes with The Miz and see how it turns out with him.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we get something like the Firefly Funhouse type match, where we kind of do a retrospective of Miz's career and just kind of see where, have him reflect on it and be like, this is the type of person you are. You need to be better. You have that capability, but for some odd reason, you keep turning.
Yeah, and I've always been because I don't care what nobody say. I really like that match John Cena and Bray Wyatt had in the Firefly Funhouse match at WrestleMania 36. I very much enjoyed that. So I always wanted to see somebody else in that type of match, going through their career and telling a story with that, and how it pertained to Bray or now with Bo or Uncle Howdy or whatever. So I would be very much interested going through Miz's career. I mean, I think it'd be intriguing.
No, it would be. It'll be a retrospective to look into because some people kind of discredit the Miz a little bit, and I think that maybe we need to take a look at his career just to be like, let's see where he's kind of come from to see where he is. It'd be an interesting thing to look at.
Yeah, is that and. Are you really interested in a regular match between Bo Dallas and Miz? No.
I'm not really interested in seeing Uncle Howdy dressed up in a full 3-piece suit in a match in general. I do kind of want to see some theatrics and some cinematics.
Yeah, that's what they are. They mostly like the cinematic, like in the COVID era. That's what they are. Those type of matches.
Yeah, exactly.
So that would be way more interesting, especially in the situation they got him in right now, where they kidnapped him and Mercy the Buzzard. And with that Mercy the Buzzard, which is what's his name? Dexter Lumis. Yeah, that's Dexter Lumis. Huh?
Is he still with the company?
Yeah, that's who the bird is. Mercy the Buzzard is.
All right, I'm only asking that because Indy Hartwell was released. I don't know if those two actually dating though.
No, they weren't actually dating. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Front out. I mean, I don't know if it needs to be put out there. Indy Hartwell goes the other way with it. So yeah, but she got let go. Sadly, she got let go. I didn't think they was gonna put her up in a better position anyway with Indy. So I mean, I see why, but I don't know. She was trying. But
she was just in the story though. I don't know. It's just she was on TV. It was just a weird thing. But
I thought she had something going with her and Candice LeRae when it was her interacting with Nia. So I don't know. I thought they was going somewhere with that, but I guess Candice can still do it either way. But back to Dexter Lumis, I was saying he has history with Miz too.
Yeah, he
So
does.
with him, they think he was doing with Johnny Gargano. So yeah, so all this could come full circle with Miz and all these figures in this group. So that'd be way more interesting if they do like backstage stuff or vignette stuff, cinematic, whatever you call it, more than me seeing a match between Miz and either one of these guys. So and also like that, I think Final Testament isn't done with this situation. So it's getting more interesting as we go along. I'll give it that. than what I initially figured it would be. So I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
One step at a time. One little thing at a time. At least you're open minded to see where it goes. You know, that's how I am. Let's just see where it goes. I am still on the fence to see if it picks up anything grander. I want to see if Final Testament does come back because I don't know. I want to see Karen Cross do something interesting too.
Yeah.
I want to see AOP do something interesting.
Oh, really? Come on. That's what I'm waiting for. War Raiders to see if they get a title so they can fight AOP. That's kind of what I'm waiting for with that. With them.
That'd be a good match.
Yeah.
That'd be a good match.
So, but I'm gonna go on over to NXT with making steps forward. They making some big steps, especially like I said with the women's division and them being on CW Network, getting great views on that. I think NXT cooking right now. I think they doing pretty good. And this past NXT, they was in the ECW arena. So I want to ask you. I'm gonna start with this. Do you have some of your favorite ECW moments, or may you have good ECW memories, or like certain favorite wrestlers that just stick out to you with ECW? Or is there anyone that came on this show for NXT?
All right, well, I'll do this then. We talk about nostalgia. I'll tell you how I first discovered ECW. I remember it was a long time ago. I was at church and I was hanging out with some people because sometimes we skip church, hanging out in back, and we were just talking about wrestling. And I remember these guys were telling me they were trying to describe to me the 3D. They're like, "Oh my God, this is another company that's not WWF or WCW, the ECW. They got all these crazy stuff happening. They had this group called the Dudley Boys, and they do this thing where they pick a person up and do the Stone Cold Stunner." I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, when one person picks them up, then the other one does the stunner." It's a weird thing when you verbally try to describe it. It's a whole nother thing when you actually see it.
Yeah.
But that was the first time I ever hearing about ECW. So when they finally got the deal and showed up on TNN, I was finally able to look at them. First match, Rob Van Dam, Jerry Lynn. Had never seen anything like that before. Rob Van Dam was doing things I never saw a wrestler do. The only other time I ever felt that way watching a match was when I saw Dean Malenko versus Rey Mysterio for the first time. Or it was either Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero. But either way, doing moves I never saw. That match between Jerry Lynn and RVD is still one of my all-time favorites. I think it's for the television title. Everyone knows what match it is. Everyone knows what match it is. Come on, it ain't a secret. But yeah, from that moment, I did start watching more ECW, started kind of getting affiliated with Taz. Mike Awesome became one of my favorite wrestlers. I was a pretty big fan of, not necessarily the Sandman, but I liked his antics. I love Justin Credible and Lance Storm, the Impact players, I think they were called. Francine. So yeah, a lot of fun memories of ECW. As far as like growing up, just having that third alternative to the realm of WCW versus WWF.
Oh yeah, man. Like I said, share your sentiments with that, because like I said, RVD, Rob Van Dam was just my guy, man. Yeah, man, he held that television title for like 2 years.
Forever champion.
Only thing I didn't like about that, knowing me about RVD's was attached to him was Alfonso with that doggone whistle.
Whistle, yeah.
I was like, bro, shut that whistle up, bro. Like, I'm trying to watch RVD and enjoy this match. You just whistling this whole match. I'm like, God dang. But other than that, yeah, RVD, his match with Jerry Lynn, he had so many great ones. that made me not like Jerry Lynn for the longest time because I just like I was want RVD just to beat him every time because RVD is so good, great to me.
Wow.
But yeah, Mike Awesome, the Awesome Bomb, the Dudleys with all the Dudleys, not just Bubba Ray and Devon.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Spike Dudley and was it Big Dick Dudley?
Yeah, Big Dick Dudley. There was a lot of Dudley.
Yeah, but that 3D was just something else in how Team Three Dudley boys just played great heels, man. And people just really they want to get in that ring and fight them. That's how great heels they were. And they were trying to throw stuff in the ring, boy. Oh, and we can't forget New Jack. Oh my god, that's going crazy.
Yeah, that's a guy I would. Let me tell you something. If I was a wrestler, and you told me if I was a wrestler, there are people on the checklist I would never wrestle. New Jack, I would never wrestle Sabu, and I am not wrestling. Well, I'm not wrestling any of these hardcore people. Just none of them crazy hardcore people. Cactus Jack, Terry Funk. I'm not doing that stuff. No, I don't care. Call me.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. But yeah, that New Jack, he'll throw you off a scaffold.
He's done it.
Easy. He loves just jumping off of stuff. And like it's crazy, man. But like I said, that was a Sandman entrance with Metallica. I was like, bro, that's one of it was long entrance, but I enjoyed every second of it.
Oh, can't forget Tajiri. I almost forgot about Tajiri. I used to love that guy. He had the buzzsaw.
Oh,
it was a move he gonna get on the rope. Like you can't make anyone submit.
Yeah, you can't.
Or the
tarantula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Human buzzsaw.
Hey, like I said, little friend scene. Dawn Marie. I used to have a thing with Dawn Marie back in the day. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Dawn Marie was hot.
Yeah, man. So a lot of great members of ECW, and they brought that to NXT. Brought a lot of nostalgia, a lot of moments. They had Nunzio on the show. Oh, I was like FBI going to get. Hey, and it fits so well with the Don.
Yeah, right now it's perfect. At the time, it's kind of go at it.
That fit really well with that. So we had a good moment. And Devon brought out the table at the end of the Trick Williams and Bubba Ray Dudley versus Ridge Holland and Ethan Page match, which I was surprised. Ridge Holland got that pin on Trick Williams. I was like, oh, they really trying to get rid of the shot out here.
They're really trying to. So let's talk about it for a second. Like, how do you feel about Ridge Holland? I know Ridge Holland gets a lot of heat because of his whole his hand in the Big E situation, but in the grand scheme of it, how do you feel about Ridge Holland?
I don't think he was ready for this step, but I'm gonna see where it goes because I feel like you just beat Andre Chase. I was like, okay, that's cool, but how about you go for the North American title or something, or go in that realm, go get for the shot for that. Now, how you jump up the Trick in the NXT title? I was like, okay, but like I'm gonna see where it goes. But I mean, like he still got way more to prove to me. Like I said, he got a sour taste in my mouth for taking up, do that thing that happened to be, and like he did it on purpose. Like I said, he didn't do it on purpose. Mistakes happen. Stuff happens in the wrestling ring, but like I said, that's just a sour taste in people's mouth with Big E because everybody loves Big E. And he just ain't did much since. I mean, he did the stuff with Sheamus and the Brawling Brutes, but I didn't care much. I cared more about Sheamus and Butch with that, or Pete Dunne with that.
Pete, yeah, I'll call him Butch.
Oh, that's our truth, man. But yeah, I don't think he still got more to prove with me. I mean, so maybe there's a few if he really getting that shot, maybe this get some out of. I'm still be going for Trick either way. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm still be going for Trick, but this may prove something in a loss for him. Maybe. He doesn't have to win. He just got to prove something in a loss. Win by losing. Like, can you get a win by losing?
Yeah, I don't know, because the way he's kind of, I don't know. Here's my thing. It just, you mentioned it before. You go after the North American Championship. Even if he gets a win and a loss, I don't know what that does for Ridge Holland in the end of the day, because Ridge Holland is still, like, take out the title picture and just the character, the person himself. What about Ridge Holland will make you interested in him even after he loses? Because he's going to lose. I don't understand why Ethan Page is even associating himself with him. I don't know what Ethan Page even gains out of it. I feel like they're really trying to, take all kayfabe away. I don't want to say they're cramming them down your throat, but they really are trying to push this Ridge Holland. I don't know. It ain't for me.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, ain't like I'm a fan. I'm just saying I'm gonna see where it goes because they put it on my TV. So I mean,
You gotta watch it.
and
I know.
Trick needs opponents, and they got Wesley. I feel like who else is his other opponents other than I thought Oba would be next, really, since he lost at the North American Championship. So I thought Oba would be in that picture somewhere. Maybe they will have a contender match. I don't know. But another person I think of is Wesley. But they got him and Javon Evans going at it. They had a great match on NXT,
Yeah, they did have good match.
and boy, Javon was flying all over that ring. He was getting great ups. That boy was bouncy, as he
Yeah,
says. And
I
so
know. Yeah,
that was a moment with RVD in the ring with them two. Speaking of RVD, we was talking.
RVD
So
did come out and help him with
yeah. So that was a great
Moxley
moment
role.
for it. I think Javon living out all his dreams because, like I said, he got to fight Randy Orton. He got RVD on his side. So I think he living out a lot of big moments for it's building up for him. So I think he might be the next going for the North American or something like that. He should be at least. But I don't know. I'm
Oh,
saying I just want to see where it goes for him for Ridge. I'm trying to think of like I said, the other contenders for Trick and why Ridge is getting this shot right now. I'm trying to understand it.
I think they may be trying to get Ridge to move him back up into the main roster, but it's like I hear you. I don't know. Is he even? Well, he's not a bad wrestler. It's just he's not a strong character. It's just nothing he does I care about.
Yeah, they're trying to make him
That's
more
all it is.
intense right now. So I guess that's what because I know Bubba Ray kind of built him up on Busted Open a lot. I guess they've been up for their feud, and so that's kind of how Bubba Ray thinks or how he does to build people up while we about to fight him. But he's trying to build him up like how intense he was and how he scared of David McGregor, scared and push him. And he wouldn't have had Ridge if he didn't get the upper hand on. So I don't know. They're trying to build him up all the way around. But I just not seeing it yet. I'm trying. It's getting there, I guess. Like I said, the intensity. I love how that people when they have the intense wrestlers, certain like this. But I'm not there with it yet.
I just want to share this. I'm looking on Cage Match, looking at the reviews of Ridge Holland. One person put it, and they probably put it the best way I could. Bland look, not great promo, no real physical charisma, a below average worker. All in all, might be the weakest performer on the WWE roster right now. Not sure why this dude keeps getting chances at this rate. He never really hit it at all in his time there.
Man,
That's not actually what I was thinking, but
yeah.
I don't know. Ridge
Like I said,
Holland.
they build him up. Like I said, Bubba Ray built him up. Like I said, he's really very tough. And he's talking about how he did rugby, he used to do rugby, and I don't know. Like I said, I don't. Other than that,
That's fine.
but
Okay,
that's
he's good
all
at
about a
rugby.
lot around. I mean, you can't be tough. If you're a WWE superstar, you got to be tough. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, okay, it's one thing to be tough. I give you tough, but you also got to have some charisma. That's how you
Yeah,
start to, like, really shine. That's a key thing in wrestling. You got to have more than just moves and toughness. You got to be some form of charisma or something that people want to come and see you for.
yeah.
I hit Ridge Holland. I'm thinking, okay, well, this is a good nothing match.
I can't. I ain't gonna argue too much. Like I said, I gave what I think people say it, but I don't
Yeah.
know. But someone who does have charisma, I'm gonna agree right on her. Jada Parker.
Oh yeah, that was a really good opener too. She
Yeah,
hit that
boy.
girl with a brick.
Well, they used everything in that match. I was like, they had ladders, bricks, chairs, everything, boy. I was like, dang, what kind of match? Y'all beef is this much? Yeah, this much
No,
beef
it's
in
that
the
serious.
match.
That serious. That was a pretty good opener. How'd you feel about it overall?
Oh, like I said, Jada Parker continues to rise in my on this roster. I was bringing the point that I feel like she deserves at least a North American title shot, like a one-on-one. And I know Kalani trying to
Um,
go back for it, but and they was and it was a Fatal Influence, Fallon Henley who has it. They was in the main event, and Jada Parker wasn't in that. But I mean, Jada Parker still had a major match on this show. So I feel like Jada Parker should be in the running for that title. But I know Kalani trying to go back for it too. So
well, that means they're gonna run into each other. You gotta dwindle down that competition. They may put them in some type of number one contendership match.
yeah, but like I said, Jada Parker been getting some wins on her belt, and she does have that charisma. And like I said, a lot of people say she should change her finisher because
Is that the running back and forth to the ropes and then?
Yeah, she hit her with a yeah, she hit her with she hit whoever with her backside or whatever. Some people feel like that's just a weak finisher. She should find something else. She packing a lot back there, but that's beyond the point.
Don't get me wrong, it is a lot, but I do understand where people are coming from saying it's not a real finisher. But I don't know. I mean,
so that might be like the icing on the cake with her, like in some people's eyes. But like I said, she got a charisma. She could talk. She talk mad junk. She don't take nothing from nobody, nothing off nobody. And so she's winning matches. So I feel like she deserves at least a North American title shot because as far as the NXT title, Roxanne got a lot going on herself. She just got pinned in the main event by Zarya. So that's what I was trying to get. That's another point I want to bring up. Like, who is going to get that title shot against Roxanne? Because she's lost two tag matches back to back. She took the pin on. So I'm trying to see what, and my contenders for Roxanne Perez is Zarya, Julia again, and Stephanie. But cool.
Same set.
Yeah. So she got three major opponents that can take that title from her. So Roxanne better watch out.
Nay, that's what happens when you become the champion. You get that title, you become a target. You become a hunted, no longer the hunter. And I don't know, her title reign may be coming up pretty soon because how long she's had this title? She's had it for a minute now, hasn't she?
Oh, yeah, shoot, since what, WrestleMania season?
Yeah, she's had it for 226 days. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that is right. Yeah, 226 days because she had it 109 the last time. She's been a champion for a good while. This is her second reign. Yeah, she won it back in Philadelphia. 216 days.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, but Roxanne surprises me. Actually surprises me and impresses me more in each title defense. Also, since then, so I feel like she still keep it even no matter who she fights. But she just got some stiff competition right now. I mean, so Zarya just getting there. She's like a Beth Phoenix, Brock Lesnar type. I'm like, God, she does the F5. So. But she got them Beth Phoenix vibes for me. And so.
Is it surprising to see someone do the F5? Never seen anyone do the F5 in WWE except Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. It's a little surprising. The only person I've seen actually do it was ain't WWE though. It was Wardlow. He did like the reverse F5 a little bit, but.
I know that Brian Cage does an F5 sometimes.
Yeah, he might do it too. But yeah, I'm surprised she's using it like that. She got a spear, and just like everybody else got a spear. And she called it a breakthrough dad.
The spear has become the new super kick, huh? It's just a
transition move. I mean, depending on who does it, because like I said, Braun Breaker, Roman Reigns got it as finishers, and Jey Uso does it now also.
Edge, I guess he still finishes people with a spear, right? I mean,
I believe so. So yeah, like I said, it depends on using, but it's still kind of a transition move, depending on who you are, I guess. So a lot of moves are becoming nowadays that we grew up on. A lot of these moves we grew up on are becoming transitional moves, which is crazy to me.
Hey, listen, I grew up with a DDT was a finisher. So yeah, it's.
Oh wow! Yeah.
But yeah. Come on.
But like I said, moves like the super kick, the Canadian Destroyer, a pedigree.
Oh, I hate how they abuse the Canadian Destroyer.
Yeah.
I hate what's happened to the Canadian Destroyer.
That used to be one of the most amazing moves we ever seen when that happened. When Petey Williams did that.
Yeah.
I was like, Lord.
That blew my mind. Now, in one match, you can see 8 Canadian Destroyers in the same segment.
Exactly. So it's crazy how they just water down moves nowadays. But it is what it is. But yeah, so I'm trying to see who's gonna take this title from Roxanne. And like I said, Roxanne still got Cora Jade on her side for the most part. So She got a little help, but we're gonna see how it go. Oh yeah. And who else? We're gonna go over to AEW, who got a lot of friends with the Callis family. Going over, like, he got a lot of enemies right now. So the friends, they got enemies right now.
Yeah. Yeah, the return of Will Hobbs, because apparently his contract ran out. Will Hobbs comes back, helps out Ricochet to take on the Keshta and Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah.
Big tag match.
I'm still trying to get. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still trying to get used to Kyle Fletcher's look because he giving me big. What's old boy name from Toy Story?
That bully.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't Spike. It was
Sid.
Yeah, he giving big Sid vibes, and not Psycho Sid.
No, not Psycho Sid. No, not at all.
Giving me big Sid from Toy Story vibes.
You know what's funny? Here's what I find is funny, because spoiler alert, Will Ospreay also came back. So what's funny, however, is that Kyle Fletcher claimed he cut his hair because he said, "Oh, people say I look like Will Ospreay. I'm not Will Ospreay. I'm Kyle Fletcher." Then Will Ospreay comes back. He has a slight haircut.
I know, right? I was like, Ospreay looking different too. He just got to like pull back or something. Like, I don't like still cut it though.
He got some trims. He got a little bit of a trim. I don't know. I kind of wish he'd go back to his old haircut style that he used to have.
Yeah, but
I don't like the mop look.
So yeah, but then now they got issues. Like I said, Will Hobbs came back, which is amazing. He's still kind of in a group because he teaming up with the guy who's team up with Fletcher and Ricochet in the group and right there, and Ospreay. And then Adam Cole came down there. So I'm like, to fight the Kester.
Oh yeah. So that's another big deal. Adam Cole won. Okay, so hold on. We got to play into the whole relay of events. So, Adam Cole won his match against Aleister Black, Malachi Black, Malik Black. I'm gonna start calling the guy Malik Black. I like how that sounds. Malik. So
yeah,
he beat Malik, and then afterwards, he do the whole handshake. He leaves. He does a big speech. MJF gets on the phone because he sees that Adam Cole won, and he's like, "Listen, I need you to take care of this." This big dude goes up to Don Callis, hands him a ring, hands him money, hands him a phone that has MJF on it, saying, "Don't scratch up my ring." So I guess he's going to get Don Callis to get to Kesha to take out Adam Cole, right? Several things here. Number one, how come MJF just won't get that big dude to fight Adam Cole? Because that was a huge dude.
Right, like, gotta be somebody. Because ain't no damn way this big old dude come out of nowhere. Like, we can do like anybody backstage, but you got this big old guy.
That's a big dude. And also, someone still has to explain this to me in this Adam Cole MJF feud. Adam Cole calls MJF his 400-day plus title reign. Adam Cole caused MJF to lose all trust in people because Adam Cole betrayed him. Because of this turmoil, eventually MJF even lost favor with the fans. Why is it that Adam Cole, who got all of that to happen to MJF, now wants to take out MJF and is willing to go through 3 separate matches to do this? Like, why is that the dynamic? Why is Adam Cole putting himself through something that I feel as if he already won?
Yeah, I can see your point in that. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out because all Adam Cole could do is say, "Oh, match your fake," and you don't care about AEW and the fans. Well, okay, MJF will tell you that himself. He don't care about y'all. He call me fake all he wants to. I'm still do what I do.
Right.
So you're not gonna prove anything by you say you're gonna beat me, but that's not gonna prove it. They ain't gonna change who I am. And you turned on me.
Yeah, that's the other thing about it. Like, I don't think even if Adam Cole wins, it's going to change anything with MJF. And then on top of this, me personally, I don't like that the House of Black is used as cannon fodder just so that Adam Cole can get these victories. You know, a good story to be told here is, okay, I don't care. I'm fantasy booking this whole thing because I just got to get this off my chest. Here's how this should have started. How this should have started is Adam Cole comes back. and almost pretends like he doesn't even care about MJF because he already got the revenge on him, and sets his sights on the AEW championship because that's what he came here to do. And then MJF was like, hold on a second, little man. You don't just get to walk back in here and start going for championships. As long as I'm in AEW, you'll never win the championship. And then that could start a feud from there where every time Adam Cole goes for it, MJF just trips him up because like, no, you're not winning because you screwed me over. That's how the feud should have started over. But since we're here, how the feud should go is Adam Cole has to go through these matches in order to get to MJF. Adam Cole should immediately start losing these matches to get that whole, hold on a second, I've been out for a moment, maybe I'm not ready. And then that's when he can go through the trials of the House of Black to start building up his confidence. I feel like they're just rushing through a story to get the full gear, but don't have a story when they had a story. All right, that's it. I just want
that makes way more sense. Because even in that match with Malachi Black, like, why did Malachi Black just, like, give up?
Right, that part I didn't get either. He hit him with the black mask, and then he's like, I said, I can't beat Adam Cole. You just have to beat me, Adam. Give me the boom. I'm
Right.
back.
And then he wondered why people think he's retiring or leaving AEW. Because you're doing stuff like that. Because he made a video in his hotel room or his house or whatever he at saying, I don't know why after every match that people think I'm retiring or leaving or this and that. And it doesn't never happen because y'all keep saying that after every match I have. Well, because you're doing stuff like this, bro. You just letting people beat you just because you didn't hit them again with the end. With the black mask, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it is called the end, isn't it?
Yeah. You can't give up against Adam Cole. And some people feel like Adam Cole should have lost both of these matches he had with House of Black.
Yeah, he should have lost it. He should have lost the match against Buddy Murphy because Buddy Murphy was outclassing him at every step of the way. And plus, Buddy Murphy re-injured or re-aggravated the injury. It's just, I get it. I get it, but I just don't like it.
Yeah, and then Malachi Black didn't capitalize on what Buddy Murphy did. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Hold on real quick. I just want to mention, you saw like Malik Black, so I'm going to keep calling him Malik. Wants to see him do.
For the audience, it's Malachi Black. He's talking about Malachi Black, folks.
He wants to sit here and act like black people act like that. Malik, you had like 2 singles matches this year. Actually, that's not true. He had a total of 6 singles matches. You don't give enough singles matches for me to know how you're supposed to react. Plus, Adam Cole was talking like you were never going to wrestle again. You're sitting there at the entrance way like you're waiting for a goodbye ring or something. I don't know what's going on.
Right. Looking all sad. Like, bro, I mean, help us figure it out. Because, like I said, a lot of people think, oh, you just miserable here at AEW and you want to go back to WWE with your wife. So,
let me see if this is his wife.
I mean, we don't know what to think with Malachi.
I don't know.
And it's weird that Adam Cole is going against 2 members of House of Black, then randomly goes to Takeshita. Like,
yeah, that's kind of random. You figure he go to Brody King.
Brody. What? You can't fight him too?
No, Brody's too big. That won't be believable if he beats Brody. You got to make it believable.
He fought muscle-bound Buddy Murphy. He can fight Brody. Come on now. Come on. You can be a world champion. You can't fight Brody?
No, here's the fact. He has to be the champion for the third one. So he beat Buddy Murphy, Malik. Now he has to beat Takeshita because he has a title. Because, of course, Takesha's going to lose.
That's another situation. Takesha losing, he about to lose twice in a row.
Yeah, because he lost the match. He took the pinfall in the match. That was Will Ospreay and Hobbs. I'm sorry, Ricochet and Hobbs versus Takesha and Kyle Fletcher. I don't know. I don't know.
And you got Ricochet hunting him down, wanting that title shot. So I don't know if Ricochet will get that title off Takeshita right there. If Takeshita losing this much.
He should lose to Takeshita. And you know what should happen? Ricochet be like, look, guys, I enjoy this group, but I'm going to go hang out with Bobby and MVP and Shelton Benjamin because I already got a suit anyway. So I'm just going to hang out with those guys.
He was right there. I mean, you look perfect and right there. You already had the suit on right with them. And
Yeah.
so, I mean, come on now. It looked
I
good
don't
right there.
agree.
They need a cruiserweight in that group. Or high flyer. I ain't gonna say cruiser. I'm just the high flyer in that group.
Ricochet can also use that type of backing to help, build up his aura a bit because I don't know how people view Ricochet. To me, he just seems like another guy on a roster because he doesn't have too much pizzazz. But if you put him with Bobby in a group, oh, I think his stock goes up tenfold.
Oh yeah.
Tenfold.
He be doing big business.
Right? It'd be good for his business. Business is always good. What I want to ask you? So, okay, I do want to follow up on the Moxley thing because you know me, I'm so confused with these storylines because I don't know where they're going. So I got to ask you with the Moxley thing. I know you mentioned before that Moxley is trying to do all this for a better AEW, and for me, it's still a question of what a better AEW looks like. So to follow up from last week to this week, again, Private Party won the tag titles. That was one of the first people Moxley attacked to help try to be better. In fact, he gave that infamous quote of, "You've been here 5 years in the same predicament." Well, now that they won the tag title, is Private Party just completely out of that void? Like, do they not want anything to do with Moxley at this point? Because Moxley beat the crap out of Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy for what appeared to be 15 minutes before the conglomeration came out there. And why is no one else in AEW trying to stop Moxley if Moxley is such a bad guy?
I don't know because I'm trying to see where it's going. As far as I know, everybody's in their own situations, and so they're trying to handle that before what Moxley's doing is affecting them. So because you ain't gonna be able to deal with both. Because like the main stars like Swerve, I'll go to Swerve next, but Swerve is dealing with Bobby and what her syndicate did on all of them because he accepted a match against Bobby at Full Gear. Because
Yeah.
I mean everything can't revolve around Moxley's crew, which is called they call them the Death Riders now, but we can call them what we call them. But so
Yeah, I
everything
like the name better.
it seems like it should affect everyone, but as for to have a good wrestling show, it can't. Going out of kayfabe about it.
I guess.
Everybody has to have their own thing going on, and eventually they can have something to do with it. But they got Orange Cassidy leading a charge of a lot of homegrown AEW talent, and who have a different vision than what Moxley has.
But
And the
what is
EVPs
that?
they looking to the EVPs to handle the situation, but they've left, so it's kind of the inmates running the asylum.
Okay, but hang on a second. So it goes back again. What is that vision? Because two things. So Moxley said he has a vision, and MVP in his promo last night said he has a vision. Why is everybody's vision are people who are from WWE? Like, who's in AEW? Because the EVPs, like you mentioned, they stepped out. They had a vision for AEW, but they left. That leaves Okada to just kind of sit around and wait for the Continental Classics to happen. Well, he should probably be involved in this, but he's not. He's not doing anything at this moment. Like, that's the thing I don't understand. What makes Moxley, besides almost trying to murder Bryan Danielson, what makes him such a bad guy to AEW?
Because
Like, that's the thing
the way he's going about it.
But what is he doing? Like, he's beating people up. Well, I mean, everyone beats someone up. Like, what is he, what, if Moxley beats Orange Cassidy, what does that prove?
I mean, it proved that he's, I don't know, probably no one can stop him right now. I mean, because this is the leader they put in front. This is the guy they put in front to do this. And if he can't stop him, then who will?
It's going to be Darby Allin, because that seems to be where the story's going. But even then, when Darby came back, Darby just kind of came back, and it's not even, I don't even know what Darby's thinking. I just know that he's fighting Moxley. Like, Jon Moxley told Darby Allin, "You're not ready for this. I can't explain to you why, but you're not ready. Give me the world title shot." And then he beats the crap out of Darby Allin, takes the world title shot, beats the crap out of Bryan Danielson, takes the title, and now he's beating out the crap out of a small subset of the AEW locker room. Like, it's only a small set of people, too. It's not even a full locker room. I can understand if someone like Top Flight came out there, but then they kind of just stopped. But I can understand if it was like, I don't even know who. But either way, just somebody else. Just, I
Somebody
don't know.
of higher stature, you want to come out there and do something about it.
It don't have to be of higher stature. It's just anyone else besides the same set of people while telling me AEW is under attack. You tell me AEW is under attack, and the only people who really seem to be committed to saving it is Dark Order, Top Flight, and Orange Cassidy. And this past week, it seemed like it was just Orange Cassidy. So, and Darby Allin. My real thing is, don't tell me AEW is under attack when no one else in AEW outside of just these 3 to 4 people care. And then it's like, is AEW under attack, or are you guys just making a big dramatic deal about it?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I'm just saying, I'm trying. I feel like Moxley needs to reveal a little more at this point. He needs to reveal a little more about what's the point of this, or what your mission is in doing all of this. Yeah, I mean, there's promos that he does cut, but it seemed like you was hiding, you hiding something, or you just not revealing, or it's something you're not saying. And so he needs to reveal. I feel like he needs to reveal a little more about that. It seems like they holding off for something. And I feel like I say, I feel like it's like the Kenny Omega. I'm gonna keep stay on that heel. I feel like the Kenny coming back eventually, and the EVP is coming back with him, and that's their solution. They can't deal with it right now face to face with Moxley, and they feel like they can't handle it. So they going off for a little while, and they gonna get Omega to come back and really handle the situation with him. Okay. And in between time, it's going to be the guys who've been here since pretty much day one who are fighting for AEW. And like I said, Orange Cassidy, Garcia, Darby Allin. And so those people like that, they're going to stand up for AEW if no one else will. And whoever else just in their own world of situations. These are the guys who are stepping up right now until the EVPs finally get some balls and do what they're supposed to do. Or Tony Khan himself do what he's supposed to do. Because I mean, is he behind this?
Where is Tony Khan? That's I don't know. Because Tony Khan got an EVP driver, and just I don't know. But we'll see. I'm not giving up on it because I don't give up on AEW. I watch it every week. I'm just trying to understand the story they're telling.
Yeah,
we're gonna see where it goes.
It just needs a little more explanation, a little more of a reveal at this point. That's what we're waiting on.
Should they have gone the Shane McMahon route? Because it seems like they're not going that route. Should they have gone that route? Would that have made things a little bit more interesting?
It could. Like I said, Shane McMahon to me is just a oh my god, wow moment that he's here. Wow, McMahon is here in AEW. I feel like that's all that is. I feel like he will. Shane could do it, but then it's gonna seem at that moment it's gonna seem like WWE is taking over and Moxley's working with him. So that's all that seems. That's all that looks like to me. Unless they have to prove me wrong on that. If they did bring Shane in,
no, that's fair. I can see that being a concern and be like, it just feels like I don't know. Here's a hot take. I give you a hot take right now. The way AEW is operating with the storylines, Bobby Lashley, Jon Moxley, all these guys saying they want to try to help make a better AEW. It really feels like Tony Khan wanted to book WWE but didn't have the wrestlers. Now that he has the wrestlers, he's trying to create WWE. Because I don't care what anyone says, outside of Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin, and I guess Hangman, there aren't too many homegrowns that really get a lot of shine. Most of them usually get the back seat, especially when new WWE people come in. Ask the women's division. They are all about taking the back seat now that Mercedes and Mariah May have jumped in. I know Mariah May's not from WWE, but still, like the rest of the homegrown women's division, toilet. I said toilet. I know Penelope Ford and Anna Jay. I get all that. But Mariah May is stomping them, and Mercedes is skirting by them. So,
yeah. As I said, I'm waiting to see. Because if Tony Khan will be behind this, he can't. I wouldn't even want him to talk that much because he's too goofy for me to
He
be
is
with
very
Moxley. So
goofy.
I don't know. Like, as I said, cause I've heard some people bring that up. Tony Khan could be behind it. That's why he ain't doing nothing. But he's too goofy for me.
Well,
But
see,
I mean,
Tony
he could
Khan
be
could be
there to make the
behind it.
decisions and to say, I did bring this along because of what y'all were doing, what the Bucks were doing. They did to me, and so I put the battery in Jon Moxley's back on this. So I don't know, but like I said, he just can't talk too much. Just give the mic to Moxley or let Moxley talk. And just say, oh, because all you really got to do is say, oh, it's me, Austin. It was me
Yeah,
all
it's
along.
me all along.
That's
Yeah.
all he got to do mostly, and let Moxley take the rest. But other than that, I don't know, because like I said, we still ain't seen the AEW World Championship since Moxley won it. So I don't, and I still want to see the reason for that. So I don't know. It's a lot going on. And speaking of AEW Championship, we have an automatic contender in Christian who feel like Kip Sabian is a savior of his contract.
Yeah, he did.
And Kip Sabian is the new son of the patriarchy. And he had old boy, what's his name?
Nick Wayne.
Yeah, Nick Wayne looking like kind of salty because Christian was like, none of my other sons have done nothing like this for me. I was like, yeah, now Christian just be taking shots left and
Ruthless.
right at folks, even his
Christian
own
is
crew.
ruthless.
But it was even worse what he said to Hook. He's like, man, I need you as my
Oh
son. I
yeah.
need you. I wish I did a little more to Taz. I wish your dad was dead.
He just said that was rough. Christian is ruthless, and I love it. Oh, real quick, I
Like,
just want to say this one thing. I love how Christian introduced himself as the future reigning defending world heavyweight champion. He says
yeah,
like he's a champion. I love how he introduces himself.
right. I like that
Christian's
too.
amazing.
And he kind of had a little of a point where he was saying to Hook, saying, "Do you want to be high behind a commentating table like your dad?" Because when he
Or
got
be
to
a
the big time,
leader.
he folded. He did great in ECW. He's a legend there, but now he's a big fish in a small pond. But me, I'm a multi-time world champion over in several companies. Do you want to be like me, or do you want to be like your dad high behind the commentating table? I was like, oh man, you got kind of a point, but he went too far with me. Him saying, "I wish your dad was dead so I could get you as my son." I was like, Lord, Who could have took the bait if you didn't say that last part.
Nah, you can make a good point because it seemed like there was a moment where Hook was sort of considering it, but when he said, he wish your dad was dead, it's like, yeah, I think Hook still likes his dad. I don't think he really appreciates that statement.
Right. And
Hook's
he
a
had a
lot.
point also, like, why didn't your dad tell you it was me? He saw my face. I wasn't hiding. Not from
That's
him at
true.
least.
Yeah. I don't know. That was a pretty good promo. Now, I will admit, I have never really been into Hook and the things Hook does, but Hook and the patriarchy, I think, is a really interesting dynamic. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I kind of want to see Hook join.
It'll be
Sorry.
interesting.
Yeah, I want
But
to
now
see.
I just can't see it right now. I mean, it'll be a twist. But I can't see it right now with what Christian said. I'm like, dang, what Taz did to you for real?
Well, yeah,
Well,
well, it'll be one of these things where it may take some time. It'll be like kind of a brainwashing, if you will,
yeah,
something like that.
I guess. But 'cause like I said, I almost could have seen him taking that offer, but like until he said, "I wish your dad was dead" thing. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe he still could turn him, but it'd be a long shot.
I mean, anything's possible. I will say that. Nothing is guaranteed, especially in wrestling, especially loyalty. Loyalty is not guaranteed. Look, Billy Gunn betrayed his own sons, or his sons betrayed Billy Gunn, so anything can happen.
Right, you're right about that. But as far as yeah, you see Billy Gunn, they claimed they are part of kind of a tournament to see who's gonna fight Private Party. It's gonna be a fatal four-way match at Full Gear, but on the next few shows, they doing certain matches to see who's gonna get in that fatal four-way. So I'm trying to figure out who's gonna make the cut. And I feel like
Uh,
I'm trying to think who all gonna be in these matches.
I'm trying to see who's in them.
Cause I know the Outrunners are in it. The Acclaimed, FTR, Top Flight, and it's one more. It's another team. I forgot. I'm trying to figure out who all in it, but I still think Private Party keeps the belts. I think they just doing these type of match.
I can't find that list because I know AEW kept posting it, but I did not get a screenshot of it.
Yeah. Well, either way, like I said, I'm trying to figure out who's gonna be in there.
Well, if anything, the Outrunners will probably be in there because the people love the Outrunners.
You think so?
Oh, people love the Outrunners.
I'm just mad at them doing what they did with FTR. All they keep doing all these randomly coming out there doing these dances and pose downs. I was like, what is this?
But that's the thing, right? See, I don't know. People love the Outrunners. I don't know why FTR is getting so caught up between them outside of just trying to keep some sense of relevancy. But all I know is that the people do really like the Outrunners. I wouldn't be well. They're not going to win the tag titles, but I wouldn't be surprised if they won the tag titles.
Oh,
I wouldn't be. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I know Private Party teams, they get to showcase themselves and they get hold of. I'm glad at least a kind of a lengthy reign. They took so long. They took 5 years to get these belts. So I'm hoping they hope at least 5 months at least. Give me something with Private Party.
I don't know who I'll be honest, I really don't know who's in the tournament. I just know the certain AEW tag teams are like the Acclaim, of course the Outrunners. You have FTR,
Top Flight.
Grizzled Young Veterans are part of the roster.
And they still ain't in this thing. God, no.
Wow, grit your teeth. Grit your teeth. That's all I keep hearing.
They need to go ahead and find a third member and get in the trios championships or something. Do something. Because the Death Riders, they defended those titles against the Conglomerate. So I'm like, and the Conglomerate had a crazy match with the Learning Tree on Dynamite.
Yeah,
so
that was a big match. I don't know. Either way, I think it's at Full Gear, so Private Party, I believe, will walk away. I just have to wait and see what the match is going to be.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, Full Gear, it's just going to be. I'm looking forward to it until a lot of these matches, man. Especially that Hangman and Jay White match.
I wasn't fully invested, but for some odd reason, I will admit, this past Dynamite kind of got me interested in that match. I don't know what it was, but just something about them fighting. It's like, I think I do want to see them fight now.
Oh yeah, I feel like Heyman, he got to prove something. Cause this man done beat you 4 times. And Jay White said, "You ain't no way you catching up to me." So I feel like they're gonna have multiple matches, maybe. I don't know, but Heyman got to get his next one. Like I told you before, Heyman got to get his next one because Jay White continues to get the upper hand in these situations, and he getting the wins. So Heyman got to do something. You can talk all this talk you want to, but these wins gonna matter in this situation.
Yeah, it does help at least. But I'm looking at the Full Gear card now. Right now, there's 6 matches, 7 if you count the pre-show match. Big Boom AJ versus QT Marshall. I don't know what any of that is, but nonetheless, I'm moving on.
Yeah, I ain't watching that.
You got the MJF versus either Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, or Adam Cole and Roderick Strong. It might be a triple threat. We'll see. You got Jay White versus Adam Page. Private Party versus insert tag team. Mercedes Moné versus Chris Statlander. Teams. Oh, it's gonna be okay. Swerve Strickland versus Bobby Lashley and Jon Moxley versus guy from guy from wherever, Wayne, wherever.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that when they do that. But I watch Cassidy when he get introduced like that.
From wherever, Wayne, wherever. I like Orange Cassidy. He's one of my favorites. Here it is. I see it. I figured out. Okay, so Outrunners, Top Flight, FTR, House of Black, which is the House of Black. You have LFI, Roosh, Beast Mortos and Draclista. Oh, whatever. And the Acclaim.
Yeah.
What? I feel like all these people can make it. Okay. Well, those are the teams.
Okay.
LFI, House of Black, FTR, Top Flight. Okay. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. I feel like hopefully they tell some stories within this tournament, especially like when we was thinking about with the Acclaim, they joined the Hurt Syndicate or somebody, well, one of them.
Probably. Yeah, they about to break up too. They're
Yeah,
not coming back.
so I'm trying to see. Hopefully they tell some stories within the tournament. I'm looking forward to the winners, who the winners are, who can be in the Fatal 4-Way, but tell some story of who loses in this tournament. Also, tell some stories with them coming out of it.
I feel like they will. I hope so.
Yeah, and like I said, the trios match is happening, and Willa Yuta. That's the last point I want to bring up to you is how long he gonna take this abuse from the Death Riders, the rest of the Death Riders.
I don't know. I guess until something triggers him, but I don't know what that thing is. It may be sometime at New Year's Revolution that he may start to sway. So it'll be definitely at the full gear heading into January. You may see more seeds of him possibly wanting to turn, or at least really stand up for himself. I don't know. Maybe he'll be the one to beat Jon Moxley. Who knows?
I don't know. But I understand Moxley, frustration. Like, this man hesitates too much and tries to be too lenient. You see what we doing. Why you not following suit?
Yeah, see, that's what you call a weak link. They need to betray him before he betrays them.
It's like they trying to keep him on board, though. They trying to do what they can, but you just aggravating them right now because like we specifically told you what to do. You up there hesitating. Like he told him to go hit Orange Cassidy with a chair. And he up there just standing there and then get beat down. Like, bro, come on.
Let me tell you something. You know what I would do if I'm Jon Moxley? I would trade him out for Daniel Garcia in a heartbeat. I would beat the crap out of Willa Yuta. I would help Daniel Garcia win the TNT title from Jack Perry and be like, you got Moxley, kid. From John the Groove.
Oh, here you go. You've been waiting to say that one. Lord.
It just kind of rolls off the tongue. I like your Moxie, kid. I like your Moxie.
I hear you. But okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. You got to do something because I'll get tired of getting smacked around every episode.
Yeah.
That or getting choked out, one of the two.
Well, keep getting used to it because it's happening for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Just a little bitch.
Well, what's happening? Everything's happening for the rest of the year. We will be covering it on here on Champions Corner. So, ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned. It's a lot of wrestling. There's a lot we're gonna talk about, and it's a lot in our merch shop. I want to mention that. There's a lot on our merch shop also. So go ahead and hit that championscorner.myspreadshop.com and hit up our YouTube page, TikTok, all of that. We here to talk to you. We want to hear from you. Hit us in the comments, like, comment, subscribe. And let us know what you think about everything we talked about here, and what else you want us to talk. What do you want us to talk about? Do you have a subject did you want to hear about from us? I mean, just let us know. Put some requests in. Like I said, we're here for you. We're here to have fun, talk about what we love, and then we got love for y'all who are the fans of this show, people who support our show, and so we want to hear from you and talk to you, engage with you. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. We'll be here next time reviewing the next show or talking about whatever we like in wrestling. So, we'll see you next time in the Champions Corner. We love you. Peace.